What's going on, good people? What is going on? What is going on? Just doing a little quick maintenance to the page, adding a couple pictures. Let me know you're in the building. Let me know y'all in here so I can know when to get it carried away. Y'all know what I was doing. And you know I was watching a little. Y'all know I was watching a little Lions football. Y'all knew that already. Okay, those are nothing I need there. Move to the trash. Let's see if we can upload that in case y'all want to watch that. We'll upload that there. Guess I should put the fair use disclaimer in case I accidentally play anything copyrighted. Fair use to the YouTube people. So don't mess with me with the copyrights. Jason, what's good? Vaughn, what's going on? Oh, again, a little maintenance here and there. Nah. Okay, we can get the fair use banner off there. Bang. Settling in for the evening. Let me see. Lauren. Lauren says, good evening, all. Antron, Vaughn, Jason. Good evening. Albert C's in the building. Let me add in a couple of pictures. Okay, is that a screenshot? What was that picture that I put on my page? The picture I put. Where's the picture that I was sent? Bang. I'm looking for the picture I was sent. How did it not end up on my page? Let's go. Hold on. Let's cancel here. Let's go to Twitter. This is the picture right here. Put it right. Actually, let me just screenshot it myself. That way, there's no question that show up on the page. We'll add it. Screenshots. There they are. There you go. I know y'all saw this. Hold on. The football guys, cheap for Green Bay, made it rain again. What's up, Devin? Alicia's in the building. Atlanta's in the house. Sam, what's going on? Terrence, what's good? And the Midnight Mafia. Seriously, I was right here. Tears, remember watching the games that had all the feels. Let's do this. Let's make sure we do have it uploaded.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 93.9 is the station, and Steve, 50 days until basketball season. We are ready to take off. Steve, how are you feeling this lovely morning?
You know how I'm feeling because this is the city of Louisville. This is what we live for, Marcus. And when we're saying 50 days out, when you're in a basketball hotbed like we are, people are pumping with excitement. There's no protein here. It's the Cardinals.
Cheers! Cheers! Cheers, everybody! Give me 10 seconds and I'm on the way back. Cheers, good people. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Oh, did I leave the page up? Cheers, everybody. So y'all are okay with the video? Are y'all okay? Slow clap. Cheers. Thank you. I did have a little slip up when we were going to the phone lines. I wasn't happy about that. Come on, take care of me. Don't put my stutter in there. Take care of me on that one. Hold on, just running through everything real quick. So shout out Troy Beckman. Shout out Troy Beckman. He did a great job. He did a great job. So give me some grades. Give me some grades on the video. Sure, look, Troy's probably watching too. He wants to know the grades. Steve wants to know the grades. Whoever did the video needs a raise. Lawrence, you didn't get to take the random call. Ryan, you're okay with the video. We did represent it well. I wouldn't go A+ now. I did. I did screw up. But it was supposed to be natural. Did it feel natural? Did we do our job? Did we do our job getting y'all excited about the season is what's important. If we did our job getting y'all excited about the season, then Christian Card officially in the house. If we did our job getting you excited about the season, then I won't complain. Yeah. Listen, I would have been okay with a B-. Charles, you enjoyed it. I would have been okay with a nice B. Because like I said, when I went to the phone lines, I could hear myself stutter. What up, Marcus? What's up, Steve? Listen, that was on them to do the editing. That part was fun though. Y'all want to do but thanks to them. It was